Hey there pranksters, welcome back to another fun Nextraker video, and just like the title says, I will be showing you guys 15 creative ways to easily make some toys in class or at home using the most basic household items and school supplies. But before we get started, I want to again give a shout out to Little Juju. Here he is with his brand new drone. And also here we have Dready Girl with her box of snacks. Like I always say guys, these giveaways were made possible by you and your support. The more like goals we reach, the more cool giveaways I'll have on this channel. So here are the new like goals. If this video gets 3,000 likes, I will give away a flying remote control helicopter that records video. If this video gets 8,000 likes, I will give away some AirPods, which I know a lot of you guys really want. And lastly, if this video gets 12,000 likes, I will give away a brand new PlayStation 4 to someone from the comments. And to participate in these giveaways, all you have to do is like this video and leave a cool comment below telling me which giveaway you want to win and why. And guys, next to your comment, please leave your Instagram username. I really don't care what your age is or where you live, as long as you like this video and leave a comment below, you will have a chance of winning. But before I can give away those cool prizes, we gotta reach those like goals. Well anyway guys, enough about those likes, let's get to making some toys. Check it out! So the first toy that we'll be making is a gag toy, and it best resembles a snake in a can of peanuts. When the lid is removed, the snake-like creature pops out. Well, we are gonna create something similar with some school supplies. For this, we'll need a notebook that has a spiral on the side and a regular glue stick. To remove the spiral from the notebook, just undo the ends and twist it till it's completely off. As far as the glue stick, same thing. Twist off the glue till it comes off because we want the container to be empty. Now we can apply some glue on one end of the spiral and attach it inside the glue stick container. Once dry, we can hot glue a small bell on the opposite end and we're pretty much done. Just push the spiral in along with the bell. The cap should hold everything in place. This is what will happen when someone pops the glue stick open. They'll get a surprise that they didn't see coming. This never fails. Check it out guys, here I have a plastic syringe which I will fill up with some water from this bowl. And when I push on the back, it squirts the water out, pretty much like a water gun. So to have fun with this plastic syringe, all I'm gonna do is attach an empty tape holder onto it so I have a better grip of it. Look at that guys. While my fingers are on the tape holder, I can push with my thumb and squirt anybody that I want with water. This works multiple times guys, you can have a lot of fun with your friends. Now let's create a shooter, and for that you'll need a rubber band, a pen like this one, you just need the point and the ink tube. We'll also be taking the cap off a glue stick. Cut the rubber band and set it aside. The cap needs to have a hole in the center big enough for the ink tube. Here I'm gonna use tape to secure the point onto the tube of ink. Now as far as the rubber band, trim it down a bit and tie both ends to create a better grip when you tape it onto the cap. Make sure it's evenly spread out. This will be our launcher. Let's load up the pen and pull back on the rubber band and just release. Here's my target practice. It's so much fun guys. Up next, we're gonna create a stress ball or a hacky sack, whatever you wanna use it for. To achieve that, you'll need some balloons. Here I have 4 balloons, which are all different colors, and we're also gonna need some rice for this. The tricky part is getting the rice into the balloons. Luckily, I had a party popper which I can use as a funnel to get the job done. Here I have a significant amount of rice in there, so I'm gonna tie it and cut off the tip. As far as the other balloons, I will cut in half and wrap the fatter part around the stress ball. Basically here, I'm creating layers that will keep the ball from falling apart. After all, it will take a beating, either from it being used as a hacky sack or a stress ball. I love creating shooters and launchers, and this video proves it. So I'm gonna show you how you can use a typical clipboard, such as this one right here, and turn it into a shooter. We're gonna rely a lot on the clip. Just wrap a rubber band around it while the clip is opened. The hole in the center is where we're gonna load our pencil through, and with the help of the rubber band, it's gonna launch. Check it out. You have a better chance of playing with this at home, just be careful. This next toy will not get you into trouble if you're caught with it. but you will need a few school supplies in numbers. For example, you'll need small rolls of clear tape. It's okay if they're empty. You'll also need 4 caps of glue sticks, a large eraser such as this one, and some other supplies which I will list once we get to them. But for now, we are gonna gather all the rolls of tape, so if they're in their plastic cases, pop them off. Also remove the caps from the glue sticks. These are like the perfect size because I can easily push each one onto a roll of tape. At this point, I'm gonna bring out some push pins. We only need 4 of them. So pierce the cap from the inside out like you see right here. Repeat the same step with the other 3. Once done, we are gonna attach 2 on each side of the eraser. Of course, they'll be on opposite sides of each other. Now you can pretty much tell what we're making here, right? A little toy car. You can leave it as is or decorate it some more. I myself am gonna use some LEDs on the front. I got these from a light up fidget spinner. This crazy looking glue stick I will tape on top to give it a better shape. And now I am done with this toy car made entirely out of school supplies. If you're clever enough, you can pass this off as an art project and get away with playing it while in class. Although most of these toys you can make at school, here's one that you can actually have fun with at the dentist if you're ever stuck in there and you're bored. Here I have a floss pick. It's shaped as a Y. Well, I'm gonna modify it. First, I'm gonna cut off the floss and clip off the tail, but don't throw it away as this is what we will be launching. At the front desk, ask for some dental rubber bands. 100% guaranteed that the dentist will have some. Wrap it around the pick right where the floss used to be. Now all we do is load up our missile. Pretty much use this as a mini slingshot. You'd be surprised at how far this thing will shoot little pieces across the waiting room. Try it out. Here's how you can have some fun with some poppets. All you pretty much need is a straw, and the most time consuming part of this is actually creating a target. You don't really have to, but I like to challenge myself. This is just a piece of foam board. Cool, now that my target is ready and in position, here Awesome SB will show you how to shoot some poppets. All you do is load them into the straw, put your lips around it, and then just shoot by blowing air inside. Of course, try to aim at your target. It's loads of fun, guys. You might not think so, but you can recycle an empty deodorant container and turn it into a cool shooter. You can remove the bar if it's still in there. Ideally, we want this to be completely empty. Pens is what we'll be shooting, but since we don't want anybody to get hurt, we'll have to attach some eraser caps on the ends. These will act as padding just in case you hit someone by accident. As you can see here, they're being held on by tape. On the cap of the deodorant, we are gonna make an opening large enough for the pen to go through. Cut a white rubber band and glue it on the cap just like I'm doing right here. It looks like a little bow and arrow. For better grip, you can glue the cap onto the deodorant container. Once dry, we can load up our pen and pull back and release. You can definitely have a lot of fun hitting targets with this toy. It's also a great way to recycle an old deodorant container. What I have here is a piece of Velcro, and what I like about this is that a tennis ball will actually stick onto it. So if you're ever bored at home, stick some pieces of Velcro onto a wall, and from a distance throw a tennis ball towards the Velcro and try to stick it on. It's definitely a challenge which will add to the fun. If you don't have any tennis balls around, use a racket ball or any ball for that matter, just stick another piece of Velcro onto it. It's just as fun as it looks, guys. Next up, I'm gonna take a cap off of this mini deodorant and turn it into a small toy car. If you do this, you'll need an eraser that you'll have to cut 2 pieces from, about this size you see right here. These will hold our wheels once we hot glue them on. At this point, you might have noticed a fidget spinner on the table. Well, I'm gonna pop off the bearings. You'll need 4 of those. In the meantime, I'm gonna decorate the cap with some tape to make it appear like a windshield and windows. To attach the bearings on, you'll need some push pins. These will work just fine. The wheels should stay put, and now you can play with your little toy car in class or at home. If you want to get creative, put an LED on top to make it look like a police car. This LED I got from a light up fidget spinner. Again, here we are going to be using a mini deodorant stick. Since this one is full, we have to pull out the bar. So twist on the bottom so we can empty it out. Using the height, try to determine how much you'll have to cut off from a spiral of a notebook. This we will use as a spring, so let's cut it off and remove it from the notebook. With some hot glue, attach it inside the deodorant. Center it as best as you can. Once it dries, we can hot glue the cap on. The cap needs to be upside down though. So the purpose of this toy is so that we can play some basketball in class. Keep a pencil cup at a distance and load up an eraser cap. All you do now is push down and release. With some practice, you should be able to make a few hoops successfully. You can even challenge your friends in class. You'll definitely kill off some time with this toy. Let's play more basketball, and this one is much easier, guys. If you have a cap such as this one right here, you can attach it onto a wall. All you need to do is hot glue a push pin onto a binder clip, then clip that onto the cap. Lastly, locate a good spot anywhere on a wall and pierce it on. From a distance, you can create some paper balls from a notebook that you no longer need, and just try to make those balls into the cap. Again, you can challenge others to make things more interesting. What SB is holding right here is a snake in a can. Once the lid is removed, the snake pops out like I showed you earlier in this video. Basically, the snake is a large spring that is decorated to look like a snake. So with that, we will be creating a tennis ball cannon. Here we have a tennis ball can. Inside, it contains 3 tennis balls. Let's get rid of those for now, as we are gonna make some adjustments to the can. First, we will drill 2 holes on the middle of the can. Make sure they are parallel. The idea here is to be able to put a pencil through both openings. At this point, we can take the snake and hot glue it inside the can. Slowly push the snake in, use a tennis ball to do that. To hold everything in place, slide the pencil through the can, and now we are done. When you're ready to shoot, just aim and you can release the ball by pulling out the pencil. As you just saw, it was a pretty weak shot, and that is due because of the ball's weight. Luckily, I had some plastic jack-o'-lanterns, which is the same size of a tennis ball, and this one shoots pretty far, so you can pretty much shoot anything that will fit inside this can. Lastly, guys, we are gonna be making another small shooter using a straw and a wide rubber band. You might need to shorten the rubber band depending on the size of the straw. What I'm gonna do here is glue the rubber band onto the straw. This of course will be used as the launcher. Since the straw is pretty long, I'm gonna trim it and load up my pencil inside. On the end of the pencil, place an eraser cap for added padding. Just in case you end up hitting somebody, it won't hurt. This shoots really far, guys. Another way to have fun with this is if you put a small magnet inside an eraser cap and glue it onto the pencil. You can directly shoot at the fridge and it should stick on. Here's some more target practice using cups. Check this out, guys. Here you see 3 cups and I'm gonna make 2 disappear. Just watch. Pretty cool, huh? Have fun. There you guys have it. 15 simple toys you can easily create with household items and school supplies you probably already have. Now guys, at the start of this video, I announced 3 new giveaways. Once this video gets 3,000 likes, I will give away a flying RC helicopter that records video. At 8,000 likes, I will give away a pair of AirPods, and at 12,000 likes, I will give away a brand new PlayStation 4 to someone from the comments. And to participate is very simple and easy. Just like this video and leave a cool comment below. That's pretty much it. You also might want to subscribe to this channel just in case you win, you'll know sooner. Best of luck, pranksters. I'll see you guys in my next video.